Alright guys, this is your boy like 1/2 Enduro. Okay, so I'm gonna do this video calm as possible because I'm not angry. I think people it's weird, but I'm gonna answer these questions as best as I can. It's too funny. Now, look at the video that I said, the breakdown. Piracy is the false answer to gaming. The answer to gaming, the way that gaming is going, you all know that if you want gaming to act right, is to speak with your wallet. Stop buying broken games. Stop buying, games three days early. Stop buying microtransaction, always online. Stop buying those games. Go back to what a lot of these, which I'm gonna bring up the people in the comment section of this video. For some reason, this one caught fire because of the piracy. Because I know they didn't watch this video, but my thing is, again, companies go where the money goes, just like you and I and everybody go. That's just what it is. And I like how people always use the whole corporate greed stuff, which is funny as hell to me. Best way to stop corporate greed, stop spending money with that corporation. You don't like Sony, you don't like Microsoft, you don't like Nintendo, stop spending money on this Ghost Nation. But everybody's like, oh, we go steal. So you're going to steal? And that's the point that bothers me a little bit more, being that that's not what I do. I don't steal games, so I'm sorry that I'm morally I can't do that, because I don't want to steal that. Because again, when people steal my music back in the day and stuff like that, or steal my beats and stuff like that, I didn't like that. Hey, I carried it, just like Nintendo, I carried their bus to court. Now, I was more nicer than Nintendo did. Again, I did had a time when somebody stole a 2012 album we had, went platinum, made good money and everything. And one of the songs, funny enough, two of those songs on that album went on movies and also went on gaming. But that's for another day. One of the songs, somebody took the beat of one of the songs I did, and they sold it to somebody else. No, we worked out a deal. And the person said, yeah, somebody sold it to them, not knowing that it was copyrighted on my music label. But okay, we made a deal. They paid for whatever, and we broke it out 50-50 after the fact. They paid a monetary number, which was not a lot of money. I gotta go for crazy amount of number. But I saw the sales, I saw the stuff. So I went for I think it was $14,000 cash up front, and then 50-50 after that. And they were cool with that deal, and we went on with that. But there was somebody stealing stuff from me, so I don't like it. So I know for sure if they were stealing stuff from you guys, y'all wouldn't like it. That's the part that killed me. People will want to steal stuff, don't want to steal, but don't want people stealing from them. If I don't want people to steal from me, I'm not going to steal from other people. That's just how I am. Sorry, but that's what it is. Okay, getting into this video, like I said, piracy is the false answer to the gaming. I literally call out stuff in it, but for some reason y'all like to be pirates or whatever. Okay, funny enough, we see how that works out very well in this industry. No, they don't. So I'm gonna go to the comment section because it's just weird. And go to this, and I thank Aries 73. Thank you, because it's like, yeah, you understand what's going on, but some of these other people don't understand what's going on. So I did a video responding to Dirge, and he responded back, and I don't get it. And I'm following what my grandmother told me: be a smart individual. God rest her soul, because that's what it is. Because people are stupid. And I do not like to put people down because I give them the benefit of the doubt. But sometimes I wonder, because the answer to all my videos, every answer is, if you don't like it, you don't buy it. If I don't want to buy it, it's not worth even stealing. So y'all gonna just steal it? Piracy. Again, you won't want people to steal from you. But if you don't like it, don't buy it. If you like it, buy it. But the thing about it is the way that y'all talk about with corporation doing that. Like, in this video is like, I'll answer the questions. Okay, I don't think y'all watched the video. Y'all just saw the thing and saw a couple parts of it. You didn't watch the whole video to understand where I'm coming from. Ain't no way. But anyway, I replied, like I said, I replied to him. Then the man came back with a whole, like I said, with a whole thing. So I wondered, because that's not what, that's for sure is not what I want to put on the screen. Okay, where is the full thing? Maybe the newest has it. So, because I don't like how they do that too. Okay, that's not there. Okay, all right. Let me look for it. Let me look through my stuff and see. View. Let's go to the video. Close it off. So I respond to that thing. So the man came back with this right here, this whole long diatribe, and give me a video to say stuff. Which again, the funny part about this is your video proved that you're wrong and I'm correct. If you looked at it, I swear y'all think you know I'm not no guru, sir. I'm not no guru, but I know I'm a smart person. Because I wouldn't get the way I didn't came from a poor country to come up here and, you know, make millions of dollars and do stuff by doing stupid decisions. I don't do no stock option. I have stocks, but I didn't make my money in stock. I got out there and worked hard to get my money, sir. But it's just so weird these people thinking stuff like that. Like I'm a guru or whatever. I'm not. Do you understand why piracy exists? Yeah, I know why piracy exists. I'm not saying you're gonna get rid of all piracy, and I'm not gonna read this whole long diatribe for this video. I read it before. I'm not gonna read it for this. I surmised it, and I just like the part at the end, like why watch this video because how you come off as to me another online guru. No, I'm a smart guy. Am I smarter than you? I don't know, but the way that you write stuff, it might be, because I don't get it. Now, if you want to have, and I'll say this to anybody in this video, you want to have a one-on-one, because I never ran away from a debate. You want to have a one-on-one conversation online with me that we have, because I have a section on my channel that has one-on-one. You want to have a one-on-one conversation with me? Let's do it. Let's have a one-on-one conversation live online, and let's see what happened. If you think, you know, whatever, why piracy happened? Yeah, because people want to steal. That's what it is, literally. Why is piracy? Piracy was stealing. Am I missing something? If it ain't food, if it ain't drug, medicine, or to protect my family, I'm not stealing. Like I said, mostly food and medicine, whatever. To be honest, I ain't stealing for nothing like that. I ain't. That's not me. So sorry that I don't want to steal a game that I don't even think I want to buy. So that's to you, Dirge. But again, I put an olive branch. Text back in, put back in here. Put back in here that you said you want that you want to do a one-on-one. I would mostly be on a Sunday if you have the time, and we have a Sunday, Tuesday or Thursday, if that, and we got a one-on-one. And you talk your points, I talk my points. We might be talking past each other. Everybody in this video, you might be talking past each other. I doubt it on my end, because my answer is simple, but y'all going a little further than what it is. So whatever. Just prove me wrong. That's all it is. Don't prove me right. Prove me wrong, and I'll be cool with that. You prove me wrong, I would always back down and say, hey, when I do my radio show and people prove me wrong, which is not many people because they try, but if I am wrong, and I've done it on my Endure channel as well too, when I've done videos on stuff like that and I was wrong, I say I was wrong. So I'm not above that. So that takes care of you. Next one, going back to this video stuff here, since for some reason I'm getting more and more crazy replies. So we have AAABA, like you already don't know. It's just people just made a channel, but whatever. How much did you get paid to defend corporation for literally stealing money from their consumers? One, I don't care for consumers. Most of y'all buy stuff, you whatever. I'm a customer. You want to be a consumer? Go right ahead. When it comes to gaming, I am not a consumer. When it comes to other stuff, I could be a consumer, but I try my best to be a customer. I did a video about that. There's a difference between a customer and a consumer, and I'm anti-consumer. So if you want to blame me, oh, you're a corporate share, whatever, yeah, I run a corporation myself. When I do my music, when I was at the peak doing my music, I ain't gonna say now because I'm starting back up right now and I'm getting people back together. But at the peak, I was doing between 2007 and 2012. I was in charge over 70 people working, getting them money, making lots of money. So yeah, I don't get it. I want a piece. You want a piece of working hard? Go right ahead. That's what it is. Because I don't make money from the. Okay, I made music for Sony, and also installed a contract for Sony and Square Enix, and Ubisoft and EA. I badmouth EA every time I can because I don't like what they do. So what I do is I don't buy their games. Quite simple. I don't like Ubisoft, but I've worked with them. I've made money with Ubisoft. But like I said before, I buy the games that I like Lost Kingdom, Prince of Persia, Lost Crown, Starlink, Mario Rabbids. Those are the games I liked. Those are the games I bought. All the bigger games that y'all want, the Star Wars and all the dumb all that stuff, no, I don't like it, so I don't buy it. That is not my point of the video. If you watch that video, and I'll answer all it in the last piece right here, but if you watch the video, you understand that corporate greed. You're not the best way to stop corporate greed, and I did a video about this. Stop buying their product. It's very simple. Another way is to be pirated. You want to be pirate? All right, pirate away. Pirate all the games, and then when they shut down, like the thousands and thousands of developers that's been shut down over the years, when it was shut down, I hope you could find someone to get another game that you like, whatever. It's not worth it to me. So I don't pirate games that again, I don't like. Just don't buy the game. I said it right there in the comment. Don't buy their games. Not that hard. Then here comes another person with this stuff. Wabu, I'm not trying to be insulted to you guys. I really am. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Wabu Nambo, if I pronounce it wrong, I'm sorry. But then come to say, so I'm going to answer your questions succinctly because like I said before, I don't think y'all watched the video. Because I'm going to ask, because I mean, if you watch the video so you're okay with some of the stuff that's going on, that don't make no sense to pirate games for that. Why not? It don't make no sense logistically, logically, simple sense, or smart. If y'all trying to say about smart people, that don't make no sense to me. If buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. That's y'all phrase. I buy games that I own. That's the difference. Any of my games that have been ever delisted, which is not many of them, but they've been delisted, I can still play to this day without no problem. Because I own the game. From old games from the NES to even games now. The choices, the chance that it might mess up, and I'll give you a caveat because I'll be honest with y'all, is if I do not have the indie games. Elysian Dusk, a very good game, or Dust Elysium, which one of the two of them is. I love that game. That's a really good game. I missed the chance to buy it on, and I missed the chance to buy it on physical. Same thing with Ice. I get it on PlayStation, but I want the Nintendo version because that's why I'm playing it. Like, Ice is a good game too, but it's digital. If you get delisted, get delisted. If I can't, and it goes away, then damn, I feel bad. But those were indie games. And that's the only caveat I would give you. Indie games is the only one. If any game has any hours online situation, well, like I said, we'll talk about that. But any game have a practice that I don't like, I just don't buy it. That is the simple answer. I just don't buy it. I don't need it. And if I don't need it, I don't need to steal it because it's not worth stealing. You just going back with Ubisoft thing. They made a couple games. I was never really an Ubisoft fan in the 8th generation. They did a lot of games I didn't care for. But somehow they came up with Starlink, which I like. Somehow they came up with the Rabbids game, Mario Rabbids, which I like. Somehow they came up with Prince of Persia, which again I like. Those are games. So I didn't want to steal the crappy games that I didn't want, like Assassin's Creed and whatever else. It was not worth it to steal it because I didn't care for it. Why am I steal something that I'm not gonna play? So that's the point. So I got games that I did like, and I bought, and I own 100%. I could play it without internet, without anything. They could delist it. I could still play it. I can do that. So I own my games. So you're talking to the wrong person with that line that a lot of you guys like to use if buying is own your game. I own my games when I buy it. When I buy Mario Kart World, I buy it, I'll play it. When I buy Donkey Kong Bonanza like I just did, I own it. I don't need the internet for nothing. I can play anywhere I want. If the cartridge destroys itself, or the switch, I drop my Switch 2 and it crumbles or whatever, that's the only way I can think of it. Or God forbid a tornado came and tear my house apart, yeah, then it sucks. That's the part with physical games. But I buy physical, so that part does not go with me. Piracy is creating a copy, not stealing. Now listen to me carefully, because your reasoning after that is kind of stupid. But again, I'm trying to be nice. And again, if you want to have a one-on-one, reply to the comment section or reply in the video of this video that you want to have a one-on-one. All I need is your Gmail so we can do a Google chat and we talk one-on-one live and let everybody hear what you say and what I say. If you have a channel you want to put on your channel, I don't care. I've done it on other people's channels too. Doesn't bother me. I'll have a conversation. I'm not against conversating. Not at all. If you had the ability to clone your car and create a second one at no cost to you, I didn't really steal your car. I don't know why gaming gets crazy when y'all try to think this way. So let me answer the first question, the first part of the question 2 that you put up there. If you got a game and you create a copy, I have no problem with that. You made a copy of the game that you own. That's not my problem. Never been my problem. I've never said that on my channel. Y'all missing what I'm talking about with privacy. I'm talking about you stealing a game and you never owned it. If you have a game and you emulate a copy, if you did EverDrive or whatever, you own the game and you made a copy of it. That's no problem. Now you take the copy and sell it to somebody else. That's piracy that I'm not down with. Because that's why the music industry loses a lot of money. Again, I don't like somebody take my music and you bought it. Good. You made a copy of it. Good. Don't care. But then you sold a copy where it could have been sold. I could have get a sale. Yeah, I have a problem with that. That's the situation. You made a product and somebody think, yeah, you have no problem with that. But if they take it outright and stop you from getting a sale, yeah. Individually, I don't care. So you want to copy it, go right ahead. I never you heard me on my channel, which you know because I never seen you, so you never been on my channel. Never you ever on my channel said that. I've said even emulation. If you want to emulate a game, go ahead, do it. Your fun, whatever. I don't like it, but whatever it is. But the consequences happen. I hope you're ready for the consequences if they ever a thing. But if you want to take a game that you own and you want to copy it or emulate it, if you own it, you have no problem. I have no problem with the MIG card per se. The MIG flash card. I understand it and I'm cool with it. Problem is though, a lot of people take that thing and sell it. Example, what I talked about with the Switch. With the Clownfish one, where somebody sold them a copy of the game that was not a true copy, and it bricked the console. Now the person called Nintendo and told them they didn't know that that game was not original game, and Nintendo released the console. But there you go. That's the part of MIG I don't like. If you're doing it for yourself, go right ahead. But you selling it, that's a problem. That's the problem I have with that. The car thing is kind of crazy. If I had a car, yeah, and I wish I had $2 million in my pocket right now. What kind of logic is that, man? We don't have the ability to take a car and make a copy of it. Because here's the thing: if I take my car that I have right now and make a copy of it, it's still gonna. And you said no cost to me. Okay, would I like that? If I'm going with your route, yes, I would like that. There's a problem though. That don't happen. That's not real life. We're living in real life here. Jeez. Another one. And you didn't steal your car. No, but again, you can't copy your car. So that's a falsehood. Boohoo billionaires miss out on a hypocritical profits. Developers don't get paid on sales anyways. That's when you're wrong. That's where you're wrong. And two, if again, I understand publishers make the money like EA, and I'm going because I don't like EA the most out of everything. I get that, but you don't steal their games to say. Here's what you don't understand, my friend, my guy, and this is why I'm doing this video. Here's what you don't understand. One, they certain majority of developers get paid for what they did. That's contract. They get paid every year, whatever. They don't get majority of them don't get royalties, which I can understand why they don't get royalties. I understand that if they're not the major part of the stuff. So I get why they don't do that. That makes sense to me, and I understand that business wise, because again, I'm in the business. But there are people out there who sell their souls for the money, so they sold their soul to work for EA. But going with that situation, I'm going to explain it right here, right now. Just because, like I said, just because, as you just stated, hypocritical billionaires. Well, there really not many billionaires in the gaming industry who owns that kind of money. But anyway, the billionaires, as you said, most of those companies, like EA, like Ubisoft, like Capcom, whatever, most of them are public traded. That money was invested by people, local people like you or me, or lower than or make less money than me, who put $25 into stocks, $8 in stocks, $100 in stocks to see, you know. So they got to get back their investment. In certain countries, America is one of them, you have to, you cannot legally not provide dividends to the company. Or if the company goes bankrupt, the shareholders get their money first, then get everybody else. If you bought shares, there are people out there who owns hundreds of shares who are millionaires. You're correct about that. But they still put in money to invest. And there's a lot of people out there who put 20, 40, 50, 100, 1,000, $5,000 into shares. Should they not get a return on their investments to help you get the game that you want? For the developers who sign contracts to and remember, no companies, no publisher force you to sign contracts. Some of these developers sign dumb contracts. I've documented that on my channel multiple times as well. All right, but they get paid. Because one of the reasons why a lot of people say, oh, games are gamer, because it takes more developers now to make the games that gamers want. They want their 4K. They want their 120 frames per second. You think that's going to work with this, for the budget of 50? Now that y'all arguing about, oh, it's $80, $90 for games, it's going to go up. That's when the price bubble popped. When Nintendo caused that problem, Nintendo didn't cause that problem. The problem was going on before. It was just in different ways, as you're going to see what I'm going to talk about after I finish reading your comment again. These companies make record profits every year. Piracy isn't the problem, it's corporate greed. The best way to stop corporate greed is to stop spending money on them. If you want to steal, and the second one will be like piracy, and then they don't make no more games, and hopefully you didn't care for that company's games, because again, why would I steal something that I didn't care for? It puzzles the brain here. It really does. They make profits on stupid stuff. Why are y'all spending multiple money on microtransactions? Are you crazy? I don't do that. I'm literally playing a game right now that has crazy microtransactions. I have not spent one penny. Nevertheless, time as I give up. I'm not going to say I have not, because the game is fun. But it's a gacha game. It's literally that. And I've not spent a penny. I started this game in January. This is July. I leveled up my characters up to 90 right now. And they're doing pretty good in fight. We are lit. My team, because it's a gacha game, it's kind of like what do you call it? The last Atlas game. Unicorn Overlord. It's kind of like that. You got to set up a team, go fight. You don't really have that much control, blah, blah, blah. Like literally this morning when I logged in and see what it is, I was ninth. Out of hundreds of thousands of people who's playing this game. Because that's what they want. They want you to get in, give you money, whatever. I'm ninth in there. Ninth. I might drop down a little because I know the game goes constantly. But I not spent one penny on that game to come from what it was again. It was like I think it was like 9.9. It was 900,000 when I first started the game. 100,000, whatever it was, because it was like I said, I was like that level at the game, and now I'm ninth in the game because of strategic and whatever, and I haven't spent not a penny on it. That's what you do. I don't spend money and stuff like that. So going now to finish off the video with what I'm saying with this, because I don't think y'all watched the video. You just saw the title and y'all went with it. It don't make no sense to me. Do you really watch? Did you watch? Did you hear what I said? Because there's no way y'all is cool with that. Like, because for you to like that video and thinking and you watched it, you have to like what you must be cool with what happened in that game. Because in that video, the person said, oh, corporation greed, cause you got to spend $120 for a game that costs $60 to play the game 3 days early. The corporation gave you an option. You could have just said no and not pay them. But streamers, which is the number one people who did that, pay $120 to play a game 3-4 days earlier. So you cool with that then? Because you're out your flipping mind, because I ain't doing that. In the video, there was a guy who went $100,000 in debt for microtransaction for buying skins. Are you cool with that? The corporation is greedy. You don't buy. Why would you spend $100,000 on skins? Am I missing something here? I'm not angry. I'm just asking you all three y'all a question. Am I missing something here? I want to spend $100,000 on skins? Y'all crazy. Y'all say, most of y'all say, you don't like Nintendo. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna change your like. You don't like Nintendo, that's all cool. I don't care, because I tell you, I never told anybody in this channel to buy a Nintendo console. Here's the thing I got asked though. In this video, which I was proving, they're like, oh wow, Nintendo's greedy. We don't buy these games, and they delist the games, as the guy said at the beginning. But when he gave up a bunch of games that got delisted, you can no longer play. There was not a Nintendo game in the list. Again, simple comprehension in my brain's like, that's kind of weird. Then y'all talk about, you don't own the games. They want to lend it to you games. Why don't you just buy games that's physical? That's not. You don't like Nintendo's key card? Okay, not going to argue that. Let it go. Nintendo key cards are bad. But remember, PlayStation's disc is a key card, and so is Xbox. Heck, I was just this morning watching Shadow Labyrinth, because that's a game I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy it on the Switch, Shadow Labyrinth, because the second one on the Switch 2 is a key card. So I'm going to buy the physical one that has all the game on there. And they said, funny enough, they said the one on the Switch one's way better. And they get a free update, so I'll take that. But anyway, Shadow Labyrinth. PlayStation 5, physical. You got to install it, but it's a key card. Nintendo Switch 1 is a physical. All the games is on the cartridge. That's where I'm going. Nintendo Switch 2, key card. You got to put the card in there to download the game and whatever. I'm not going to do that. Xbox, do they even have a physical media of that game? No. It's all digital for the X and the S. No physical data at all. But, so, you saying that you don't own your game, you saying that they don't want you to own the games. Well, I just made a choice to buy a physical game where I own a game I could play with the Nintendo Switch 1 version of the game. But I'm the problem? But y'all gonna buy digital games where on Steam Deck, like I've said before, and I've done videos about this, if you want to follow the laws and the rules of Steam Deck, they could take away your library. So you spend hundreds of dollars on games, and they feel like you did something wrong, they steal it. Nothing's a guaranteed in this world. Nothing's perfect. Nothing's a guaranteed. Like, if you watch that video, you'll be like, wait. You might not like my opinion, but the guy who's making the video, his opinion, everything he said in the video goes against his opinion. That's why I made a video and said falsehood, because everything he said, the simplest answer is to don't buy the product. Stop corporate greed, don't buy it. Stop corporate greedy corporations, don't buy it. Stop buggy games, don't buy it. Stop pre-sale games, or all the games not is not on the disc the first time. Don't buy it. Don't buy none of those things. If we all did, and then with this, to all three of you guys again, reach out, put in a comment, whatever, and I will send you. I'll do Google Chat with you guys live, and we talk about it. All three of you. Wombo, let's see. Wombobo, what's the other person's name is? Abonate, I'm guessing. Again, if I get it wrong, I'm sorry. Abonate, I'm guessing that. Or, Greg, or the other guy before. Comment in there and I'll set it up. But here's the thing. Again, 90% of my games is physical. Unless indie games, which I just said at the beginning of the video, the early part of the video. Other than that, I'll leave it at that. I can't do nothing about those. But majority of my console, most of my games are, 90% of my games are physical. I own those games. See, I made an effort to buy games that are physical, that all the games, maybe not all the DLC, maybe not all the patches, I understand that, but the game runs good without all those stuff on there. I make sure those games, I have those games. If I bought, if most of the most gamers did that, what would happen is the greedy corporations, as you say, will follow suit and put all the games on the cartridges and the disc like before. But because everybody went digital, that's why they went the route and doing all the practices that y'all don't like. Speak with your wallet. Buy stuff that you think is right and don't buy stuff. If you don't like it, don't buy it. If you like it, buy it. Simple. Don't be stupid with the other people. Be a smart individual. And that's what it is. If every gamer did what I did, the gaming industry will flourish. We'll get better types of gaming, I'll guarantee you that. And most people, again, corporations only go for where the money is. If they were going to cheat you, stop them by not doing it. Not paying them for it. That's the easy part. So piracy is not the answer. It never works out the way you all think it. It will shut down the system it is. Just like, as you said, Wambo, I brought up CVS in Chicago, in New York, in on the West Coast, from California up to Oregon. When people people were stealing stuff. What happened to those stores? They went away. And then what did the people who didn't steal, which is, I feel for those people, but what the people said? You made a food desert. You made a medical desert. No, I got to go 50 miles now to get my medicine. Or the store, I got to go to there because the grocery store is not there no more. That's the situation. That's the simplest way to explain it to you. Pirate stealing does not do that, okay? Again, if you want to emulate, got no problem with that. You emulate. Don't sell the emulation. That's the difference. If you want to make a copy of your game, EverDrive and stuff like that, I have no problem with you EverDriving. If you want to make a backup of your games and you're playing it, I have no problem like that. But when people start selling it, that's the issue. When people pirated Metroid Dread, it's the best-selling Metroid game out there. Don't get me wrong, and I should have sold way more. And that's a rant for another day. No, not a rant for another day. I already did a video about that. But when Kotaku showed, not only did they said stuff about the game, they also showed a link where you could go to download and pirate the game. People was not playing the game who had a copy, because the game just came out. They pirated the game. Same thing with Zelda I forgot, Tears of the Kingdom. The game was the game wasn't out, but people were playing the game a month earlier. Same thing with Wisdoms and Echoes. The game, people was playing it on their PC, whatever, a month before the game comes out. How in the world is that good? They didn't own a copy. It's impossible to own a copy. They stole the game, and that affects the sales. And if they don't sell well, then they don't make those games. Duh. I break it down as simple as I can. I can't make it no more simpler than that, guys. So again, if you want to reach out, in your replies in there, say, hey, because I'll put in there, you want to do a one-on-one live on Gmail chat. If you don't want to, then the conversation ends and you guys just talking out your ass. I want to give you all the benefit of the doubt. But if not, then I don't want to hear it. I don't. Because my answer is simple. It's not a hard thing to do. Don't buy bad games. If you don't like the games being expensive, I guarantee most of you guys is gonna pirate, or you will pay full price. If GTA 6 came out, y'all pay $100 for the game. And if not, good for you. So with that said, be smart, people. Alright? People are stupid, individuals are smart. Be a smart person. And last but not least, there's no perfect games out there. What's perfect to you is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me is not perfect to you. Simply enjoy games on all console, including PC and mobile devices. And again, just to express a little PS. I did a video a couple weeks later. I mean, none of you guys watch it, but I wish that Xbox was doing better and they make more physical games, and I wish for a better console and everything else. And then one day later after that, Microsoft, even I know that's the plan what they're gonna do. I wish for that. One day later, they laid off 9,000 people. Why? Cause Microsoft is following a different trend, and when you guys, okay, y'all buy what you want. You went that route. Majority of Microsoft game is not physical. Majority of the game is not physical. The key cards at the best. But now a lot of games now are coming out just being digital only. Coming with the S, since you don't have a disc drive. Like I got a PlayStation 5. Ain't no way I'm gonna buy a game that don't have a physical disc for a PlayStation 5. But some people do. And that's what they want, digital. And then if the game get destroyed like anything, or the internet's off and you can't play, what can I say? So I put this video out there. That's all I could say. Catch y'all next time.